I like this little spaniel. So Jane, what would happen, you've got the dogs going through distractions there, what would happen if that little chihuahua suddenly started crying out and barking at the other dogs?
Well, I'm afraid that dog will be deemed not ready. We're wanting control of... So over here, dogs are, or handlers rather, are being asked responsibility and care questions. So this features in all of the Good Citizen Dog Training Scheme Awards. So the examiner is expecting to receive 3 out of 6 correct answers. They're not complicated.
Water and regular food.
So those are the sort of questions that are being asked. They're very basic, they're not complicated. But as you go through the Silver and Gold Awards, they get a little bit more complicated. You just need to read up and make yourself aware. But at this level, it's just basic stuff.
So, for instance, there's lots of exams here, but if my dog was poorly,
recalls. And in fact, when you go out for a walk with your dog, you're always going to have treats with you. He's always going to get a reward for coming back to you.
I would hope so. It doesn't matter if it's toys or food. Rottie's thoroughly enjoying that. That's a good distraction as well, because this little dog's gone straight past. The Rottie's playing with its toy. Little Spaniel's plays.
Well, I think the examiner would have to deem that not ready on the test, because it is expected that the dog will walk nicely on a loose lead.
Yeah, but the mechanism is quite adequate.
So over here, the dogs are being tested for walk and lead exercise. So the examiner has measured out the 30 paces which is required for this, and she's looking to make sure the handler keeps the lead nice and loose all the time. Now, just a reminder that no food is allowed to be given during the actual testing of the exercises. At the end of each exercise, if the judge allows it, the handler can reward the dog, but that is up to the examiner.
And on this side, we have Amy and Breeze, Hannah and Jude, Sally and Vera, Jack and Fudge, Vicky and Jax, and Tracy and Love. Now, you have to remind you that they're all doing their tests this afternoon, so I'll hand over to Jane on that side. It doesn't have to be a pedigree dog, it doesn't have to be a dog of any age. Any dog can take this test. Okay, so if we get the
Exercise is over, and let's keep our fingers crossed that that's what happens this afternoon when it's live testing. And the last one is to be tested here. So when the examiner checks the collar and lead, the examiner will give the handler a slip lead, which they can pass over the dog's head. So no time is the dog ever let loose for this. Oh, we're doing another stay exercise. So this
responsibility and collar and lead section. So have they all passed over there on that part yet, Jane? Do you know? Have your dogs all passed their care and responsibility and collar and leads?
I'm not sure whether they all have yet.
Training this, there's different ways of doing it. For the bronze, you have to distance yourself 10 paces, and your dog must rejoin you and then place the lead back on. So they're going to show you now various ways. They will have poo bags or dispensing poo bags, or some of them will have poop scoops, especially if you've got a bad back. So Jane's dogs are still doing, they're doing grooming.
So over here, we've got another part of the test. The grooming, you can see these handlers grooming their dogs. So once again, the dogs can be in any position for the grooming. Taking just one step, then 2 steps, and beginning to increase the distance that they're moving away from their dog.
Over here, we're doing more.
But when we're teaching this, obviously we have to begin by getting the dog to remain still for that period of time before we start learning to lead the dog. So you can see the handlers here just taking a tiny step away, encouraging the dog They can do it in a sit, they can do it in a stand, they can do it in a down. That is the most frequent position that you'll find handlers will adopt, because it's probably the steadiest. And then this afternoon when they take the test, these dogs have to still